Welcome to another episode of the A-List Music Club. I am your host, the Game Changer, Wes Truth. And with me, as always, are Dominic and John. How's it going tonight, guys?
Good.
And this is a special episode of our show because we're celebrating 6 months of the A-List Music Club. And in this episode, we're going to be counting down our top 20 bands / artists. So we'll each give you our top 20 picks, and we're going to start with Dominic.
Okay. For me, number 20, I think I love them. Simon and Garfunkel. Paul Simon, fantastic songwriter.
I saw Art Garfunkel in concert, man. He still has a great voice.
Oh.
My number 20 is a band I was super into in their 90s heyday. I'm still like them, but they've fallen back on my list. Pearl Jam.
Okay.
I used to be heavy in it. Listen to them nonstop, and I've listened to them so
Love
long now.
Pearl Jam.
Yeah.
That's great. Number 20, I had to put it on my list because I dressed up like one of these characters. Here we go again. In my younger days, and that would be Joliet Jake of the Blues Brothers. A great iconic act from Saturday Night Live, and of course their movie. And I love the songs too.
Oh,
everybody knows Soul Man.
Yeah.
All right, my number 19, and this just shows you how much my tastes have changed since I was younger. Number 19 is America. Again, love that band.
Erica, man. They're really nice guys too. I met them.
Oh wow.
Cool.
Yeah. I met 2 out of the 3, yeah. I like America. Yeah. My number 19 is John Corabi. Who that is. He was the singer of Motley Crue for one album. He's a singer of a band called Union. He's born in Philadelphia. I like he's in a band called Scream. I like all those bands. So rather than list those 3 bands, I just picked him.
Okay.
Okay.
My number 19 is, you're going to get a lot of 90s bands in here because that's just when I was born. So Bare Naked Ladies. I love their songs. They can have some great rockin' songs, some sort of humorous songs. They've got a little bit of everything for everybody.
All right, my number 18, Jimmy Buffett.
Oh. I didn't know you were a Parrot Head.
Seen him 6 times.
Wow.
Yeah. I only know the greatest hits. I only know like 4 or 5 of his songs.
Honestly, no lie, the best concert I've ever been to, without a doubt.
Wow.
Because it's so much fun because everybody is just so cool and chill and everybody's into it and it's just awesome.
It's like a big party.
Yep.
My number 18 is a band that I love. I know they get a lot of shit. They're one of those bands you either love or hate. I don't know why everyone hates them, but Journey. I love Journey. I can't help it. I mean,
I met Journey when the Infinity album first came out, just before they broke. I met the entire band and got the album autographed by the band.
Oh, cool. You still have it?
No.
Oh, that's awesome. I think he's a great singer.
Yeah. Go ahead, Wesley boy.
My number 18 is a more modern band, and one that I know Dominic's going to roll his eyes at, but I know John's seen him in concert, and that is Maroon 5.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I told you. They got catchy songs, man.
They do.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
I love Moves Like Jagger. I love Sunday Morning.
You can't do your list anymore.
Oh, wait till we get to near the top.
I love Maroon 5, but are they really a rock band?
No.
Well, this doesn't have to say that they're rock.
No, I'm just saying
Oh, yeah.
they consider themselves a rock band, but they don't really rock.
I would say they're a pop band.
Oh
but,
yeah.
Yeah. I love a lot of their songs. I was just cranking up Daylight on the way to work the other day and screaming at the top of my lungs.
I swear to God, Wesley, if Baby Metal's your number one, I'm going in and taking a shit on your bed.
I guess I better get the toilet paper then.
My number 17 is Queen.
Nice. Can't go wrong with Queen.
Nope.
Have you heard any of the newer stuff with Adam Lambert?
It's not Freddie.
Who? No one's ever gonna be Freddie.
Yeah.
My number 17 is a band I was hugely into in the 80s when I was younger. I haven't listened to them a lot lately because it's too sad and haven't really done anything. In Excess. Once he died, I kind of stopped listening to him. Just
One of my favorite songs of all time is called "The Stairs."
I love The Stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah. If we were doing a top 20 In Excess songs, that'd be my number one.
Yeah, mine too.
Oh, I love that. The whole album's good, but yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah.
I was heavy into them.
Yeah.
Right.
Go ahead.
My number 17 is actually someone we all saw together, all three of us, and that is Weird Al Yankovic. Loved him since a kid, still love him today. I wish he'd do some more new stuff. One of the most fun concerts, definitely, that I've ever been to. It was a blast to see Weird Al. And some of his songs have standed more the test of time than the original.
Yeah.
Or when you hear one of those originals, you think of his right away.
All right. My number 16 is the Beatles.
Wow. That's pretty low.
That's really
or
low.
high, however you want to.
I'm not a huge Beatles fan though, but I really, really like them. I had a hard time because some of these bands, all the bands on like higher up, I like better than the Beatles.
All right. My number 16 is I'm a kid of the 80s, so I grew up listening to hair bands. So that was heavy metal to me when I was a kid. Okay. When I got older, I realized that's not heavy metal at all. But so one of my favorite hair bands, number 16, is Def Leppard. Other than Pour Some Sugar on Me, I hate that song, but everything else I like.
That's like the main one I know.
So overplayed, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah. Seen them in concert 3 times, love Def Leppard.
Wow. Their High and Dry album was very good.
High and Dry is really good.
Yep.
It's back when they were a little more hard rock.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Saturday night, man. Me and my line.
Oh, sorry, John. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're fine.
All right. My number 16 is a band I've been listening to since I was a kid, which might surprise some people, and that is The Clash. Great stuff there. I loved London Calling and Rock the Casbah as a kid, and then I learned more of their songs and really appreciated it.
All right. My number 15 is going to show how my musical tastes have changed over the years. My number 15 is Kiss.
Wow.
For many, many years, they would have been my number one band.
Makeup or non-makeup?
Makeup. Kiss without makeup is not Kiss because they had nothing but shit albums.
It would have been on Dominic's worst band list.
Yeah. Yeah, if we did a most hated bands, it would have been Kiss the unmakeup years.
Yeah, a lot of their 80s stuff is spotty, like one or two good songs, and the rest is just
Yeah.
filler.
Mhm.
My number 15 is a newer band. I really like. I've seen them in concert twice. I can listen to all their albums all the way through and know all the words. Hinder.
I saw them with you, John.
Yes. Yes, I love Hinder. I like the original singer better, but yeah, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I didn't realize there was a change of singer.
Oh yeah, they're on their third singer now.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because they keep blowing out their voice trying to sing like that.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a great concert though.
it was. Yeah, I love Hinder. So does my son.
Mhm.
All right, Wes.
My number 15, I saw these guys in concert, thought it was a great show, a lot of great hits, and that is AC/DC. Love, yeah. Just definitely a band you got to crank up when it comes on in the car.
Hell yeah.
I saw DC open for Thin Lizzy with Bon Scott, and they got booed off the stage.
Wow.
All right, my number 14 is all the incarnations of Eric Clapton. Solo, Cream, Derek and the Dominoes, Blind Faith. Wait, was he in Blind Faith?
Yes.
Yes. Yardbirds,
Laney and Bonnie and Friends.
Delaney and Bonnie.
I think he's a better guitar player than he is singer, but I like Eric Clapton.
I agree with you. I don't care for his voice that much, but he's a great guitar player.
Oh yeah. My number 14. I saw her in concert. I really like her. I have all her stuff. She's Steve Carell's favorite singer, Kelly Clarkson.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey?
He's got some good
I like
stuff.
Kelly Clarkson. Yeah. Sometimes I move for some good pop music. I like her.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What are we on?
Wait.
14. What? So my number 14, surprisingly, is up higher on the list than Dominic had him, and that's Jimmy Buffett. As I'm getting older, I'm getting more into the Caribbean type style of music, or stuff like that, yacht rock and whatnot. And I just love a lot of the Jimmy Buffett stuff.
Why don't we get drunk and screw?
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love Jimmy Buffett.
I know.
My number 13 band, I think, is one of the most underrated bands in history, and a guitar player that does not get talked about enough. My number 13 is Triumph.
Wow. Yeah, they are vastly underrated, and you never hear them on the radio.
Right. Rick Emmett, I think one of the greatest guitar players of all time.
Yeah, they're a great band. Even all those like various artists hits of the 70s, they're never on there.
Right.
Yeah, they're forgotten about.
Yeah.
They ain't on
I
the
don't know that
line.
I've ever heard him, honestly.
Oh, they're
I
three-piece Canada.
I saw them. Yeah, I've seen them a couple times.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always one of those bands, kind of like Stars. They just sort of never broke through big.
Mm.
Yeah.
Magic Power, it's a good tune. Oh man, good pick. My number 13 is a band that I love. I've seen them a couple of times. I think they're way better than the one song everyone knows by them. Collective Soul.
Oh, yeah.
I think Collective Soul's a great band.
Yeah, they're underrated. I could do without Shine. I never need to hear that again.
Well, I still like that song because I haven't heard it in a long, long time.
Right.
I haven't heard it in probably years, and it just came up on my a playlist that I made a couple days ago, and I thought, oh, that's cool. I haven't heard that in a long time.
I have all their stuff. I like them a lot. They underrated.
Yep.
All right. My number 13 is Queen. And again, higher than Dominic had him. Just great, great songs. And seeing the movie Bohemian Rhapsody even made me more of a fan of Freddie Mercury and the rest of the band and stuff. Just, I don't get sick of when they come up on the iPod. I'm always listening to Queen, and I found a few more off the wall songs that I like, not just the hits. Like
White.
What?
You gotta look at the song. You gotta listen to the song, "The White Queen."
Oh yeah, I haven't heard that one yet. Yeah.
Amazing.
But yeah, I'm definitely getting more into them after seeing Bohemian Rhapsody and listening to more of the non-hits.
Okay. My number 12, a guy whose career was cut way too short, Jim Croce. I thought, wonderful songwriter, wonderful singer. Enjoy him a lot. He tells stories with his songs.
Yeah, local guy, local for me anyway. I think he's from Philly area.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Have to say I love you in a song is probably is my favorite song by him.
Right.
Oh.
Mine is a song called "It Doesn't Have to Be This Way."
Okay, I don't know that one.
It's actually a Christmas song.
Oh,
I know
really?
that one.
About losing his girl. It's cool. It's great.
Yeah, it's a great uplifting song.
Yeah, it sounds like it. My number 12 is a band that up until a few months ago, I only knew one or two songs that I kind of heard on the radio. But my nephew, who's in his 20s, would play these guys a lot. And I'm like, oh, that song's pretty cool. That song's pretty cool. And I saw them in concert and they were amazing. And I got all their albums and I'm like, holy shit, I love this band. Breaking Benjamin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Another local band.
Are they?
From Harrisburg.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm really into them now. Thank my nephew for that.
Cool. All right, Wesley, get your ass in gear.
Number 12 for me is another band I grew up listening to. And in their heyday, I became a fan of them, and that is Green Day. Great albums back from the 90s. They had that great album with American Idiot, and then some other hits after that I like. They just are always putting out stuff I like. So I always am definitely a fan of Green Day.
Rock and Roll Hall of Famers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. My number 11 band is Aerosmith, up to the album Draw the Line.
So their first 5?
Yep. Great band, so many great memories. It's got one of my all-time favorite songs, Seasons of Wither. It's just amazing band.
All right. I unfortunately didn't get into them until Dude Looks Like a Lady and Love in an Elevator. I came in that era. Yeah. My number 11 is another. I love this person solo or with a band. I have all his stuff. I wish I could have seen him before he passed away. I really love Tom Petty.
Oh, okay.
I saw him. Saw him at the Pine Knob Music Theater in Michigan. He smoked a joint on stage.
Nice.
Yep.
What tour was he on? What album do you remember?
Oh God, no! This was in the '80s or maybe early '90s. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I know Mary Jane's Last Dance he played, so whenever around that time.
Okay, that's their greatest hit. So yeah, early '90s. Wow. Yeah, I always wanted to see him.
John, I've seen 300 concerts,
Wow.
maybe more, because my aunt used to date the head of Brass Ring Productions in Detroit, and they were the guys, the promoters that brought everybody in. So all I'd do is call him up and say, "Hey, I want to see this band," and he'd pull me tickets. And they were usually, I don't think I've seen the worst the worst tickets I got through him were 8th row for Bob Seger.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay, Wesley.
Wow. Cool.
My number 11 is also Aerosmith. How weird is that?
Oh,
And just like John, I think Dude Looks Like a Lady and stuff, Love in an Elevator were the first Aerosmith songs I heard too. But like I said, I'm going back and listening to more of the older stuff now, and I love both versions, but that's just me. And Rock and Roller Coaster.
shut up.
Yes.
All right. My number 10 band, Bare Naked Ladies. Love that
Wow.
band. Love that band. Stephen Page is one of my favorite singers of all time. I think he's got one of the most amazing voices. He's probably in my top 5 of singers, male singers of all time.
He's not
I
in the
love
band anymore, is he?
Huh? No,
He's not in the band anymore.
no, he got booted out.
All right. I like them too. I didn't realize you guys liked them so much. That's cool. My number 10 is Kiss. It's Kiss. Can't go wrong with Kiss.
I'm surprised it wasn't higher for you, John. No, I am. I was expecting them to be like 6 or 7 or something like that.
They probably were at one point. This list has been gone over many times and rearranged. And
Yep.
But again, I grew up with Kiss. Tears Are Falling, Heaven's on Fire. That was Kiss for me.
Oh God, no.
And then I went back to the much better 70s stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although Revenge is still their best album.
Oh bullshit! Jesus Christ!
I almost spit my tea across the room. All right.
All right, what?
My number 10 is a band we've already talked about on our show, and that is Weezer. Again, another band that I grew up with listening to, the Blue Album. And then I loved the Green Album with Hash Pipe and Island in the Sun. And then, I mean, I started the A-list with Beverly Hills as the theme song. So, because it was just a perfect fit around that time. So yeah, I love a lot of
Perfect
Weezer
situation.
stuff. Huh?
It was a perfect situation.
Yeah, I love that song too.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of great stuff from Weezer.
I like if you're asking if I want you to, I want you to, or something like that.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
All right, number 9 contains what I believe to be the second greatest guitar player of all time. I'm going with Van Halen. The David Lee Roth era.
No Van Hagar.
No, I love Sammy Hagar, but I just didn't like him in Van Halen.
I'm glad I got to see them.
I saw Van Halen 3 times.
Oh, cool.
Saw them when they opened for Black Sabbath. I saw them when they headlined during their Fair Warning tour, and then I saw them with Sammy Hagar, which was a really good concert. You know.
Yeah. I saw them on the reunion tour.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Wolfgang playing bass.
Yeah.
And Kool and the Gang opened up for him. I don't know who booked that.
That's an interesting mix.
Yeah, completely different crowds.
Yeah.
But good show. Van Halen 3 is by far their best album. Number 9.
Oh, shut up.
My number 9 for me is a local band for me that I've met all these guys and they're very nice. I've got their autograph and seen them in concert a bunch of times. I wish they were still together. The Badleys.
Great.
Oh wow.
Fear of Falling is a great song.
Oh yeah, they have a lot of good stuff. They're a good band. I like them. Good guys too.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, Wesley boy.
My number 9 is, this is also going to get an eye roll from Dominic because he's become so sick of this artist, and that is Billy Joel.
Oh, gee.
Again, I grew up with these songs. I think the first one I heard was River of Dreams, and that was at Major Magic when they had the gorilla that sang that song River of Dreams. I thought it was actually the Gorillaz song, but I grew up to enjoy a lot of his stuff.
Yeah.
I love a lot of Billy Joel.
Okay.
I do that song.
That was what introduced me to him, so I had to throw it out there.
Okay. My number 8 is Boz Skaggs.
I was at that concert.
First row, man. I just love them.
I only know the greatest hits. That's all I know.
Okay.
My number 8 is Theory of a Dead Man. Well, their most recent stuff kind of sucks, but in their heyday, yeah, I saw them in concert twice. I know they all kind of sound the same, those bands, but I like them. My son likes them. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Wheezy.
I didn't realize we're up to me already. That was quick. This artist goes right along with Billy Joel, and that is Elton John. I love a lot of his stuff. I got to see him with Dominic and my aunt and uncle, and a fantastic show. Maybe one of my favorite, definitely one of my favorite concerts, if not my favorite, that I saw. All the hits, just one after another. Huh?
Great concert.
Yeah, and just another one where I can listen to that double album, greatest hits all the time.
Okay. My number 7 is the Monkees.
Right.
Love them. Mickey Dolenz, a very underrated vocalist. Do you know that?
Band is under.
Do you know that do you know that song that Zoran Zan?
Yes.
His vocals in there are just amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't get enough credit. Everyone they're
Nope.
not even a real group. They're a TV show. Yeah, no credit.
Right.
My number 7 is a bit of a left field choice, and I'm not really into this genre of music, but I like this guy. I've got almost all his stuff too. I just like him. I don't know why. Dwight Yoakam.
Interesting pick.
You're dead to me.
I like him. What did you say?
You're dead to me.
It's the only country I'm really into. I like him. Good songwriting. I don't know.
Okay.
I've never heard him, so I can't really say. My number 7 is the Beatles. Because what more can you say? They're the frickin' Beatles, man.
Exactly. All right. My number 6, again, I think one of the most underrated guitar players in the world, and I think he's one of the greatest in the history. I'm going with Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits.
The hell of a guitar player.
Yeah.
They're a good band.
Yeah, I love that band.
all the people were talking about was those hits, Money for Nothing, and all that, and they're way better than that.
Oh yeah.
Um, my number 6 is another person that you either love or hate, and boy, she gets a lot of hate, but I don't care. I love her. She's like my girl, Taylor Swift.
Talk about local, man.
Yeah.
Oh
I went to
Jesus.
school with her.
Yeah. I'm like, her new album just came out. I gotta go to the store and buy it. Like, I'm that guy. I don't care. I love me some Tay Tay.
I'm not one to judge, man.
They're good songs, whatever.
All right,
I like her stuff. She's on my mix.
All right, Wesley.
All right, my number 6 is another band we talked about on this show. I picked their album, Enema of the State, and that is Blink 182. Love that album. I love Take Off Your Pants and Jacket. Great stuff. And of course, I Miss You is a great one. Feeling This, that whole album there. Yeah, just I haven't really listened to them recently since Tom DeLonge left, but yeah, again, it's just all over my playlist, Blink 182 stuff since probably late 90s.
Okay. All right, my number 5 band, again, one of the greatest guitar players that's ever lived. I'm going to go with Santana.
Hell of a guitar player.
Oh yeah.
My number 5 is a band I was hugely into in the 80s. I've sort of fell out of them because they put out a ton of albums that weren't so great, but it's still one of my favorites. U2.
I thought they'd be number 1 for you.
They probably would have been if you'd asked me like 5 years ago.
Okay.
But their albums haven't been that great lately. They've sort of been falling back my list.
Okay. Yeah.
That's basically ranked that high further past.
All right. My number 5, again, is a band that we talked about on this show already. The Ramones. I just love their stuff. Again, I'm trying to go more off of the greatest hits than like that one greatest hit CD. I know that front to back, but I'm hearing, like, when we reviewed the original album, like some of the more awkward songs, I guess you could say, the non-hits, more like Loudmouth and Chainsaw. Those are pretty cool. So yeah, so definitely getting more into the Ramones over the last few years.
My number 4 band of all time is Chicago. Terry Kath, one of the most brilliant guitar players. I now, a lot of their stuff I don't like. Like a lot of the the Peter Cetera stuff, the Hard Habit to Break and all that crap like that, and those sissy songs. But the songs that I love from Chicago vault them into this spot because I love their song. I mean, Make Me Smile, friggin' Saturday in the Park, which is my favorite Chicago tune.
Color My World.
Yeah, Color My World's pretty decent, although I heard it at every wedding that I've gone to since 1974. But
I'm actually supposed to see them this year at the Bloomsburg Fair.
Cool.
I had tickets from last year, so yeah, Chicago.
Yeah.
I think only the horn players are original members.
Yeah, probably.
All right. My number 4 is another local band who I met, and I've been a fan since the first I saw them. I had no idea who they were. I just went because it was a free show, and I fell in love, and I've been in love ever since. My number 4 is Live.
I like some of their stuff.
Yeah.
I
like a lot of their stuff.
Okay, Wesley.
My number 4 is someone I saw in concert, and I'll never forget the experience. It was a great show, even though I knew of only a few of the songs. And that is, you know who this is, Bruce Springsteen and the E Street Band. uh,
Yeah.
Man, that's even if he only played a few of the hits, what a show. I'll definitely never forget it, and I love a lot of his stuff for sure.
Good. All right. My number 3, Steely Dan. Incredible. I think the Donald Fagen and Walter Becker were just magic together and just friggin' geniuses.
I like Dirty Work. It's my favorite. Yeah.
My Deacon Blues.
No. Sometimes they're a bit over my head. I admit it. They're like super intelligent lyrics that I don't get sometimes, but they're a good band. My number 3 is the Beatles.
Okay.
Because it's the Beatles.
Yep. That's all
They
you
made all 3 of our lists. They must be good.
Yeah, a little bit.
they're all right.
No one band is better than any other band.
My number 3 is the Rolling Stones, another band we totally talked about on this show before. I love, ever since I was a kid, I loved Start Me Up, and then I just went from there. All decades I love. It's just great stuff. I hope to see them before anything happens. But because it would be a great show. I'd almost be like, all right, I'll pay whatever for nosebleed. I just want to see them so bad. But I've loved the Stones since I was a kid and still love them today.
Okay. My number 2 band, Hey Mama Said the Way You Move, is
how can I forget?
Led Zeppelin. With, for my money, I think Robert Plant is the greatest rock vocalist of all time, with Freddie Mercury coming in at a close second.
Can't go wrong either way. My number 2 is complete opposite of Led Zeppelin, nowhere near Led Zeppelin. But I like him. Daughtry.
Oh, wow.
I love Daughtry. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Every time he comes around town, I try to go see him. I've seen him 3 or 4 times. His first time especially is really good. Mm-hmm. I like all his stuff. Big fan.
Okay.
My number 2 is another band that I've seen with both of you guys, and that is Kiss. Definitely always been a fan since I was a kid. I love 70s more than the 80s, but there's still some good stuff from the 80s that I like to pick and choose. 90s, not so much, but I do love some Psycho Circus, at least that song, because that was what they opened with when we saw them on the Psycho Circus tour. So that has a special place for me. But yeah, concert-wise, wow, who you can't really outdo Kiss with what they bring to the stage with fire and blood and all that awesome stuff. But yeah, definitely always will love Kiss and always have.
All right. Number 1 band for me of all time. It was Kiss until I heard my first songs by these guys. Thin Lizzy. I had gotten an 8-track player when I was a kid, and my mom and dad bought me Bob Seger's Live Bullet on 8-track. And my cousin Mike, who was older than me, had the Johnny the Fox album by Thin Lizzy on 8-track. And he was playing it one day, and I fell in love and actually traded him my Bob Seger 8-track for the Johnny the Fox CD, and the rest is history.
I figured it'd be your number one.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one, of course, the Monkees.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Obviously, I missed the heyday in the '60s because I wasn't born yet.
Mm-hmm.
But in the '80s, when they had their 20th anniversary comeback, that's when I got into them. And I've been a
I
fan ever
saw him.
since.
I saw him with Mickey, David, and Peter. The only one that wasn't with him was uh, Mike. I saw him on this tour that had the Grassroots, Herman's Hermits, Gary Puckett.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I've seen the three of them and Hershey. I've seen Davey solo, Mickey solo, Mike solo. I've seen Mickey and Mike. I'm actually gonna go see Mickey and Mike again this year. I just bought tickets the other day. It's
cool.
their farewell tour.
Yep.
They got to be in their 80s by now. I'm guessing.
80s. Wow, I didn't realize that old.
Well, they're in their 70s. You got to remember, Wesley. These came out in like 1966 and 67.
Yeah,
they
that's true.
50 some years ago.
were in their
They
20s.
were
Yeah.
in their 20s then.
True.
Oh yeah, I bought tickets to go see him up at the Sands Casino in Bethlehem.
Awesome.
I'm seeing Air Supply the night before, and then the Monkees the next night. I don't know. It's just how it worked out.
You should just get a room and stay at the Sands.
Well, I'm going to see it with two different people,
Oh,
so I have to come back and pick the other person up. And
all right,
yeah,
Wesley.
Now remember,
Not even
these are our personal favorites. It shouldn't be a surprise to anyone who's seen that the last how many months. I would have never thought this a year ago, or well, 2 years ago, because I didn't know who they were. But we're talking about falling in love with people. I fell in love with this band. Is Baby Metal. They well, I love their music, and I've looked into more. I understand the songs now, and all that stuff. When I'm having a bad day at work, I'm thinking, wow, I'm gonna need some Baby Metal when I get home. And it makes me feel better listening to their stuff or watching their concerts.
What?
I mean, I've spent a bit of money getting their Blu-rays from Japan, imported over and stuff. But yeah, I just love their stuff.
All right, so that's our list.
Yep. So yeah. So Dominic, it is your turn to pick for next week's show.
I am picking from the number 5 band on my list, Santana. I am picking the album Inner Secrets.
Okay. I never heard of it, so that should be interesting.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. So we'll be back next time with thoughts on Santana. But John, you want to tell everybody a little bit about your show, your podcast?
We Like Wrestling Podcast. 4 guys sitting around talking about wrestling, past, present, classic pay-per-view review. Easy for me to say. Tournaments, anything wrestling related, we talk about it. We're on Spotify, Apple iTunes, wherever you find podcasts. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. We Like Wrestling Podcast.
All right. And of course, for me, you can subscribe right here on YouTube, youtube.com/Westside of 515. Like the show on Facebook, facebook.com/WestTrueBayless. And of course, you can follow me on the Twitter and the Instagram @WestAlist. Until next time, truth out.